Hello, everyone. Hello. How are y'all doing? Let me get over to the chat. How's everybody doing today? You guys doing okay? You guys doing all right? Did you guys see the little video I posted? I swear to God, I forgot. I swear to you, I forgot. We'll talk about that in a second. Hey, Shiny. Hey, Melinda. Hello, Melissa. Hey, Marie. How are you? Lady D. Hey, Girl Talk. How you doing, darling? How are you? Debbie. Hello. Natasha. Hello, Ms. Reed. Hello. Hey, Elizabeth. How are you, love? Welcome, everybody. As you guys are coming in, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. As you're coming in, please consider giving this a like. Let your friends know we're on. Let everybody know we're live. Hopefully, folks will come and hear what I have to say today. I'm debating about how far to go. Tonight's going to be more of a channeled message, probably, but we're going to go a little bit into the astrology of it all and some of the messages that I have been receiving. John, I had to let y'all know what was going on. I kid you not. Let me tell y'all something while we're waiting for people to come in. I slept all weekend. Let me just put that out there for those of you that don't know. I literally slept pretty much the whole weekend. I rose from the bed a few times, interacted with the family. I cooked some dinner on Sunday. We did some of the things. But the majority of the weekend I couldn't do anything. Have you all ever been in a situation where you've gone balls to the wall, and then what ends up happening is your mind, your body, and your spirit shut down all at once and say, you are not moving anymore. We're done. You can't think. You can't talk. You can't move. Go your behind to bed and get you some rest. So that's pretty much what I have been doing. I just have been push for a lot of great reasons. But it had got to the point where I just literally couldn't think. Absolutely, I crashed. What your spirit said? Your spirit said I would do something like this? Absolutely. About every week. You can sleep for ages. Listen, you need to sleep. Rest. But the universe was like, no, sit your behind down. Abso-freaking-lutely. I crashed, you the same. And so I was trying to figure out why. And then this morning, I bounced up. I was like, it was 6:30. I was like, yeah, hey, And then I, meditated and we did a little exercise because now I'm like, okay, exercise, people, exercise. And I had all the energy and all the creativity today. And then about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it was like, boom, you've been up for 12 hours. It's time to go back. So I took a quick nap and then I woke up and I was like, oh, when is the next day? It's tomorrow. And then it all clicked. As to why I was so exhausted. So I'm going to share this with you all. Sometimes, guys, let me turn up my volume. When we're having, for those of you that are kind of newer to this spirituality thing, and you're newer to hearing from your higher self, or you might be accustomed to hearing from your higher self, but you're just getting really accustomed to getting information and downloads on a regular basis. There are times where when you are receiving an upgrade, different people have different reactions. For me, it is sheer exhaustion. It is, I have to lay it on down, as they say. I got to lay it down. And I have to allow my body to go to sleep. I'm getting somewhere with this. Sleeping is actually, as we all hopefully know by now, but if you don't, I'm going to help you. Sleeping is actually the time for you to go to other dimensions. It's the time when your current consciousness relinquishes control in this current reality, and you travel and you go places. Even if you don't think you do, you do. Your higher self, or your eternal, ethereal, energetic self, that is not solely contained within you. It is within, without, and all around. Okay? It's infinite. I can't really explain it in third dimensional terms other than that. That then your higher self, it's allowed to kind of what I call roam about the cabin, or roam about it's able to go into all the rooms. You guys know, if you've flown, you know that once you get to a this is good. Once you get to a specific altitude, and you've maintained that altitude during your flight, then the pilot comes on and says, "You may now move about the cabin. While seated, please remain buckled in, your seatbelt affixed. However, you may get up and move around. Please be careful when opening overhead cabins, as things may have shifted in there. We don't want anyone getting hurt. You may use your laptops and other devices." Right? That's what happens. So when you're asleep, you raise to an altitude. When you get to that altitude in consciousness level, and you're cruising at that altitude, the pilot comes on and says, "Welcome to nighttime astral travel. Tonight we are going to go to the 7th dimension, to the star system of Sirius A and B. And there you will walk and talk and commune with the ascended masters." Now, I don't know. I mean, yours might not sound like that, but hey, we're going to go with it. You cruise at that altitude, sleep. Your consciousness actually raises while your body is asleep. That is the time that your cells regenerate. Okay, that is the time your mind regenerates. That is the time your cells regenerate. But probably the most important part of that time is that's the time where you elevate. And you raise yourself to a level of consciousness, and you cruise at that altitude. And while you're sleeping, you're able to interact with higher dimensional beings. You're able to act with the collective consciousness in a different way, higher dimensional energies. It is crucial and critical that you sleep. Now, those of us that practice meditation and trance or transcendental meditation, it is also critical that during our waking time, that we do practice that on a regular basis. This is why shamanic trances, for those of you that are shamans, is so important. Or even if you're not, because it is very critical for you to reach that trance state even while waking. Why? So that your higher consciousness, your spirit, your higher self can truly lead you, right? Can truly guide your third dimensional being, thoughts and actions in the direction it should go. Sleep time also gives us an opportunity to receive what we call downloads and upgrades. Okay? Downloads and upgrades. Let me go here to some of these comments. Sleeping is so important. Yes. All the time. I think that's why I watch music or TV in the background to either go to bed or do things. I feel like when it's quiet, I hear too much. I want you to also, guys, I'm a big proponent of specific frequency music or mantras or what have you playing while you're sleeping. Big proponent of that because it does assist you in numerous ways. However, I did the majority of sleeping this weekend with nothing going on in the background. When it's time for the upgrade and time for the DNA download and time for the DNA changes in frequency in your third dimensional being, sleeping without anything on, or at least set your timer, go to sleep, make sure the TV goes off. Because you need to be able to hear. Now, I understand white noise. That's why I said put things on a timer. Okay, put things on a timer. If you're dealing with sleep deprivation, I had dealt with sleep deprivation psychosis. Oh, so yeah, that's very bad. Very, very bad. It is important. I'll answer this question, then I need to get into this. What type of music is good to listen to as you're trying to sleep? It just really depends. I would find, especially if you've got like YouTube Premium, there's a number of videos that are like 11 hours long that will heal various chakras. Sometimes, to be honest with you, or if you've got like Spotify or iTunes, you can find some things that are just really super long. I should probably start posting some of those, uploading some of those on Spotify and whatnot. Rain, thunder, ocean waves, nature sounds, those can be just as good as any of the frequency music. There's plenty of music out here. That is, and plenty of YouTube channels. There's all kinds of meditation channels, and if you type in heart chakra sleep meditation, you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff, and it'll play for 8 hours, 11 hours. And the reason why I say if you have Spotify, Premium, because not all of them don't put ads in the middle. They should. Like when I upload meditations, I really try very hard to not make sure that I don't put ads in the middle of it to break it up. I mean, at some point I did it and I didn't realize it. So, but anything that does not have, like, just be sure, hopefully that doesn't have it in there. That's why I said if you have like a Spotify or something, especially if you're paying for it, then, you won't get interrupted. Okay. So I like rain. I love the sound of rain, but I'm a water sign, so I love water. Hey, Christina. Oceans, anything like that. It does me good. And there are times that I will listen to that, believe it or not, so I don't go too far. The frequency will depend on how far I go. But this weekend it was nothing. And I needed it. And I didn't realize until today, like I kind of realized it, but I didn't really realize until I realized it was the new moon. And I said, my God, all of a sudden, all these dreams and information just started coming to me. I had not, when I created this live, I had not looked at, I love Lake Michigan. I had not even looked at the chart. That's how like not paying attention. I was not paying attention. I hadn't even looked at the chart. And all I knew as I was replaying all of this information that was given to me over the weekend was this new moon is unleashing and unlocking secrets, the secrets to power, the secrets to your power, the secrets to your agency, the secrets to your personal power. This is what I believe very strongly that this Cancerian new moon is doing for us. It is helping us to learn to and tap into the initiation of our own energy in motion, tapping into the initiation or being able to start, put into action, put into motion our personal power energy. to effectuate change in our personal lives. And then by proxy, as each of us does that, then we change the collective consciousness that is raising up to a higher vibration. Hey, Spirit 1111, then I want you, thank you so much for popping in. Please watch the replay then too. Okay, honey, because this is going to be very important. I was debating whether or not to show the chart. I might, but let me get through this. Meditating through it. Absolutely, big difference in a year ago. Absolutely, your crown, your third eye and your crown chakra are getting stronger, and I believe everyone's is. This is what I've recognized and heard over the last few days. We've just come through some pretty major Supreme Court of the United States decisions that actually have ramifications in the general collective consciousness. And they have been foundation shaking, to say the least, with the possibility of further foundational shaking. We take Roe v. Wade, for instance. That goes directly to yes, reproductive rights. And also it goes to returning rights to the states. There was a 2A discussion, a 2A decision that was made as well, that certain laws in certain states were deemed unconstitutional because of the Second Amendment. Restoring rights, hear me out, restoring certain sovereign rights. There was a decision that was released today. It was like a 9-0 decision, actually, that a coach had the right to kneel and pray on the sidelines, whether or not anybody else felt like they had to. They didn't feel like they had to. If he wanted to exercise his First Amendment right to kneel and pray, then he did. There was also a very interesting 9-0 decision that was released today too. Don't know if y'all happen to see it, but that we could not hold doctors responsible in the opioid crisis unless we were able to prove that they overprescribed opioids to patients knowingly, and knowing that there was no medical necessity for the opioids. Totalitarianism, it's right. I'm not going to say it's all about religion yet, Marie. You're on to something, but it's a different religion that it's all about. It really is a different religion that it's all about. It really is a different religion. And we'll get into that. And I guess in a way we can call it religion, but I want to say it's all about control. So in this very interesting fight between two elite groups, aka political parties, I find it fascinating that we are the ones getting caught in the crosshairs. Anyway, let me get back to the opioid thing. So basically they're saying, if the doctor didn't know, or the doctor had a reason to think that prescribing 50 million opioids, yeah, it is. You saw that one, Melinda? So basically that we cannot hold responsible the doctor. That's interesting to me. No problem, sweetie. I understand. A lot of y'all are busy, and that makes sense. At the same time, there has been, I wonder if I can find it. At the same time, and we'll probably do a more political discussion. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. It might be the next day. There's been certain things that have been released, tapes that have been released to prove that certain people in office knew what their children were doing or had a hand in it. There has been a tape that was released where there's a woman that is running for Senate in South Carolina, and she's basically talking to this person, an inmate, and conspiring to commit fraud. We're going to get to the end game. What else did I hear today too? You guys might know that the woman that was working with a certain person that owned a certain island, that where unspeakable things happened to children, that individual has been put on self-harm watch and is in solitary confinement, much like her counterpart was right before his reported self-unaliving. Hasn't been sentenced yet, but is threatened to start naming names. No. See, let's not get caught up in the gaslight. Let's not get caught up in the gaslight. We can talk about that. Let's not get caught up in the gaslight. Should this person be locked up? Absolutely. I cannot drop names, otherwise this definitely will not be monetized. You guys figure it out. You guys are smart. Yeah. That's the point. Who's gaslighting who? That's the point. Who's gaslighting who? Don't fall for the okie doke. If this person is unalived, reportedly by their own hand, okay. Names are never named. Elites never come to justice. Just be real. Okay. I'm putting all these different things together. I don't even want to get started talking about J6 as juxtaposed to the Summer of Love 2020, is juxtaposed against the economy, food processing plants. Now we're at 100. We are at 100, soon to be over 100. Plants that have just exploded. Cattle, sheep, cows, pigs just keeling over. Thousands for no reason. So, you want her to drop the names. Got it. All of these things are all playing, and over the weekend, as I'm hearing and remembering now what I was hearing and what I was seeing, all of these things are basically out in front of us. At the same time, we are being shown an elevated way to live. At the same time, we are being shown how to tap into our own energy, how to live in our own agency, how to live in our I am presence, how to go outside of ourselves to find what is within. Because if we don't, we are going to be further and continually subjugated to the control. We are going to further live in that reality. We're going to further, right? This is all being set up. So as the split is happening, you have a choice which side of the split you want to live on. And it might not seem like you do, but this is where absolutely we need more light workers. We absolutely have to. Oh, here we go. Wait, what's Florida? Florida got a snake ratification going on with the python snake that is destroying the ecosystem of the glidelands. I had not heard about that. Dual dimensions. Yes. Let me show you. I'm going to show you. The secrets are being unlocked to our power, to your power. This is the chart for the new moon. It's going to be at its height at, I think it's like 2130 something. So tomorrow at about 8:30ish, no, 9:30ish my time. So I actually might be able to be on live. I'll be done with what I got to do. I want you to see something. We have Pluto in retro still in Capricorn. It is, from the perspective of the moon, it is in the 12th house. It is at the cusp. It is at the cusp of a rising, which means the depth of understanding and intuition of self-actualization, of self-realization is at its peak. It is at its strongest point deep within yourself, aka within your spiritual high dimensional being. If you choose to tap into this self-actualization and realization, is the secrets thereof, what you've been hiding from yourself, and therefore what has been hidden from the world is right there for you to grab. That is sextiling Neptune in the second house in the sign of Pisces, right? You can look at what's in the second house. Not only is Neptune there, Jupiter is there, Chiron is there, and Mars is on the cusp. All of these, we have a stellium in the second house. You could call that one technically the third house, but it's right there, cuspy, Mars. So what we have for sure is the stellium in the second house of Neptune, Jupiter, and Chiron. Beloveds, the secret to reclaiming, regenerating, reawakening your power, your presence, your future, your possession, what you came here to possess, is all within this second house. It is all within this place of dreams and all within this place of self-actualization of self, Aries. Taurus, second house, I have personal, I have personal. Okay? Neptune in Pisces, representing higher self. I know technically we talk about it representing the underworld, but it represents a place of dreams and imagination. That's reality. Dreams and imagination are reality. Think of it this way. Every great inventor imagined their invention and then brought it into what? Reality. Every great inventor brought their imagination into their I am presence or reality. They were able to have actualization of their imagination. If we believe that this present physical world is temporal, it's subject to change, and it is subject to our change, then we must then believe that our imagination and our dreams is actually reality. And this then becomes the dream. This then becomes something that's not real. This then becomes what is pliable and changeable. The problem is that we have not recognized it because we've been too busy being what the world or the rules that we've been given or told we had to follow told us we had to be. All of this has been leading up to this point. All of this has been leading up to, are we as individuals, as part of a collective, going to take back our power? What are the secrets of that? The secret of it is, first of all, you've got to recognize that your spiritual life is your real life. You have to realize that in this incarnation, while we understand that it is but a grain of sand in a sea of desert, it is but a drop in an ocean of time. Why are we placing so much importance on what we see right at this very moment if it's over in an instant anyway? Why not change the instant? What has been taken from us and what we have allowed to be taken from us is our own personal power, aka our spiritual power, aka we've been told what to dream. We've been told what to aspire to, our aspirations. We've been told what should inspire us inside, our inspirations. And we have been told that our aspirations should be then our inspiration instead of reverse. What is within you should be what you aspire to and not what you see with your physical eyes. That's temporal. That's somebody else's. It's not yours. It's not yours. I mean, some of us now are living that true life. I don't know how many of you follow me on Instagram or whatnot. I posted a reel, or I think it was a reel, this weekend because the kids bought a pool. They bought an above ground pool. The crazy part of all of this was less than 12 hours before they purchased the pool, and I had no idea they were purchasing this pool on Friday. Let me just tell you, I didn't know nothing. So less than 12 hours before this happened, I was looking online, looking at houses in another state. And I said to myself out loud by myself, sitting right here, I said, you know what? It's about time that I had a home with a pool in the backyard. Now, I'm saying this looking at these houses in another state because a lot of them have pools. I said it without any assumption or intention or assignment to my next house or the next house I live in will have this. I simply said it's about time that I live in a house with a pool in the backyard. Less than 12 hours later, unbeknownst to me, the kids came home, right? Everybody's home. I hadn't gone out to the garage. I went in the backyard. We were just chilling, whatever. I'm upstairs. We just whatever. And then the next morning, Saturday morning, my son says, "Oh, have you been in the garage, Ma?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." "And didn't you see what was out there?" I said, "No, I did." So I go out there and they had purchased a pool. I said, "What time did you get this?" And they told me what time. I had said it at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. About 5 or 5:30 in the evening, they purchased the pool. So that's 2.5 hours later. And then over the weekend, it was put up. My point is this, is my imagination became my aspiration, became my creation and my reality instantaneously. Live in this space where your creatrix, your creativity, your energy you set into motion creates your world rather than the energy you receive unchecked creating your world. Why does Chiron play an important piece in this? Chiron plays an important part, even though you'll notice it is not aspecting to anything. Chiron is not aspecting to one thing. There is not one line that's coming from Chiron anywhere. What does that mean? That means however the hell you've been hurt before and whatever's going on, whatever that Achilles heel is, whatever that wound is, does not matter, and do not take that into account. That is not what you should be looking at, being inspired by or aspire to, because it does not matter in the grand scheme of creating your new world. It does not matter in regard to your power. How do you create, maintain, aspire, or access your personal power at this new moon? You stop focusing on how you've been hurt, how you failed, who has hurt you, what is your Achilles heel, whatever that shadow is down there. Don't focus on the shadow. There's plenty of time that we can do shadow work. This ain't it. We've been doing shadow work for the last few lunation cycles. This ain't the time for you to decide now, I want to get in. Oh, I can't believe I'm finna say this here. This ain't the time at this Cancerian new moon for you to get in your feelings about how you've been injured or what you carried with you from the past lifetimes. We don't have time this new moon to focus in on that. I'll let you know when we can pick that one back up. I'll let you know when to pick that cross up. I'm telling you, this ain't it. Because if you have turned your focus on what was, how good, bad, or indifferent that was, you're going to be like Lot's wife. How many of y'all know this story? You're going to turn to a pillar of salt. Because you're so focused on what that life was over there. Even though it was, can I talk about that for a minute? Can I just talk? I'm not on a tangent. I'm not on a tangent. Stick with me. I'm coming back. You know how the preachers do. You used to this by now, Melissa. Anyway, let me just tell you something here. If you know the story of Lot, his wife, is the Old Testament, his wife and his family, and what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, this ain't about the sin and all this. I ain't just hear me out before y'all get your panties in a bunch. Lot and his family, he had daughters. And I think he had sons, didn't he? Anyway, he had daughters for sure. There was people banging down his door because his daughters were virgins. There were people banging down the door saying, sell your daughters to us. Sell your children's. Because we want to lay with them. They were trying to get him to pimp out his kids. Things had got a little rough. Now, you know, you living in a tough neighborhood if somebody knock on your door, ask you to pimp out your child. I don't know how many of y'all would, but I personally would not. Okay? Life was rough for them. He couldn't even leave his house. His family, they could not leave the house. It was that bad. I'm sure there was happy times there. I'm sure she did a lot of stuff. Maybe she went down to the bar. I don't know. But she evidently had some sort of life that she was like, man, I don't want to, I got my friends. I got this, I got that. I ain't trying to, man, as bad as it was, as screwed up as it was, man, I'm going to miss that. As much as I know I need to leave and go somewhere else where there is a better, higher dimensional life, a higher frequency existence. Even though I know I've been called to that, me and my family, I still want to look back and reflect on all the toxicity that was. Why? Because I'm comfortable. This is what she was saying, not me. She was comfortable in her toxic soup of crap. Are you going to choose now to remain comfortable in your toxic soup, or have you done enough of the work up until this point that you're ready, at least for a moment, to push pause and say, I'm not going to focus my intention there. I'm instead going to focus it here so that this now becomes a wave. It's energy that I'm aware of, but I'm not going to put my awareness here because I need to put my awareness over here so that this can materialize in my life. The double slit experiment. I bring it all the way around every time. The double slit experiment. Particles operate as particles when we put our attention on them, when they are being looked upon, and they act like waves when they are not. When we are not focused on them, they go do their little energetic bouncing around thing over here. When we're focused, they're like, boom, I'm here. Boom, I'm with you. Boom, this is my next step. Boom, this is my life. Boom, this is my calling. Boom, this is my purpose. Boom, this is my expanded territory. I'm focused over here. The shadow stuff I've been dealing with, but right now I'm gonna have to put you down. We had a saying in the church, sometimes I'd have to take a certain old person off the shelf. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. We put our old self on the shelf. The self that would cuss you clean out. And no sooner cut you than look at you. That side. We put that side up on the shelf. And sometimes, you tell people, don't have me to go get that. I put that one on the shelf. Don't have me to bring that one down now. So, Baba, I'm going to ask you to put that one up on the shelf. Put that over here, because right now is not the time at this new moon to put your attention towards it, because you're going to get more of it if you put your attention towards it. I need you to refocus over on the other side. I need you to refocus on firing up that phoenix. I need you to refocus on firing up that God and Goddess energy. I need you to refocus on firing up that divine feminine creatrix energy. I need you to refocus on firing up the sacred masculine or divine masculine energy. I need you to refocus on your purpose and what you came here to do. And for some of you, you are going to have to reach back and grab that from your imagination and the dreams that you put down for so long, and recognize that you not only can, but are meant to have it. I'm going to need you to materialize that this lunation cycle. Because we have the new moon in what? In Cancer. And where then with the full moon going to be, beloveds, in what? Capricorn. So we are on the emotion and creation. We are on the mother and the structure, creating the home energy. We are on the creation energy, the initiator of emotion, Cancer, the initiation of structure, Capricorn. This is the energy you're in. I'm not in the energy of what shoulda, woulda, coulda happened. I'm not even in the energy of you got in a problem with it and you in your feelings about it. That ain't the energy today, tomorrow, or the next day. I'm in the energy of what can you create? And how can you elevate yourself to the point that you possess the land that you came here to possess, that you possess the life, the higher dimensional existence that you came here to possess. I am here this new moon. Are you going to accept the upgrade? Are you going to accept the elevation? Are you going to accept the rewriting of history and herstory in your life? Or are you just going to sit over here in this Chiron energy and say, woe is me, it never happens to me? That's your choice. I'm simply telling you what you have at your disposal. That's it, that's all. Now, to assist you, here we have in the 6th house, the new moon conjunct to the dark side, Lilith, my girl Lilith, all right, in the 6th house, and that is squaring off against Jupiter, the gift giver, the motivator, the creator God. It's squaring off in the 2nd house by degree. I know by houses it's not 90 degrees, but by degree it's squaring off. You need to do this like your freaking life depends on it. You need to create your new world like your life depends on it. And guess what? Your new world, I want you to tap into that Lilith energy. That heifer gets a bad rap. Lilith energy gets a real bad rap. Lilith was like, I'm not going by what you say this construct should be. Either we equal or we ain't nothing. Either I'm with you and you with me, or we ain't together. I'm going to go off and do my thing. You can do this little, play this role if you want to, and bow down if you want to. Eve. I ain't doing it. I ain't going. I came in here equal, an equal partner, and I'm leaving here an equal partner. I'm rebelling against the norm. I'm rebelling against patriarchy in its toxic form. I'm rebelling against the structure that is meant to tie down and control the creatrix energy. I am not going to receive that toxicness into my being. You need to do this like your life depended on it, because your very health does. And the health of the collective depends on that too. And this squaring against it is saying to you, are you going to possess it? Are you going to accept? What you need to accept are the gifts that are here waiting for you. What you need to be accepting. What you need to be accepting are the spiritual, energetic capabilities, gifts, modalities, whatever. And the open door right now for you to walk through and thrive within. That's what you should be accepting. Accepting your assignment and then completing it, rather than sitting in your crap like your life depended on it. 6th house, Virgo energy, health, wealth, solutions. Yeah, is there some ego in there? Abso-freaking-lutely, but I want you to kick that ego up. Yep. Virgo represents the Virgin, represents Virgin Mary, represents Immaculate Conception, represents an embodiment of masculine and feminine all in one. Represents a reception of a consciousness and a birthing then thereof of high love, high creation, high dimension. Represents the acceptance of the ascended master energy, wisdom and knowledge within oneself that then germinates, gestates, and then gets born again into the world through you, through your calling, through your purpose. Interestingly, that's the only aspect that this new moon is making with it, with Jupiter in Aries. You can do it. You can possess it. You can have it. You can have more than anything that you can right now ask or think of. It's there. Your third dimensional mind can't conceive of it. I need you to go up here. Now, Jupiter is also aspecting Venus in Gemini in the 4th house. What is the 4th house? Home, hearth, family. What's near and dear to us? That's in Gemini. What are the thoughts, the ideas, the ideals that are near and dear to you, that are such a part of you, that they are inseparable, that the love of a mother could have to the child? How much do you love the child of purpose? You. It's agreeing with it. It's saying you can have this. This is truly yours. Mercury in the 5th house, loud and proud, baby. Thoughts, ideas, all of that, loud and proud in the 5th house, is trining Saturn in Aquarius in retrograde. Saturn and Pluto are giving you an opportunity, slowing it down and saying, all right now, you know good and gosh darn well what the hell you're supposed to do. You know what you're supposed to do. Are you going to come up and be that light worker? And what is a light worker? A light worker is a worker of light, not an institutor of gaslighting. A worker of light, not the gaslight. That's it. You don't have to run around sprinkling fairy dust everywhere. It's not all love and light in the respect that it has been presented. That ain't it. That ain't it. Are you gonna work the light, or are you just gonna hold on to it? You gonna work it? You gonna integrate it? You gonna generate it? You gonna project it? You're gonna help heal humanity with it and create new earth with it? Assist in the creation of new earth as a group of us elevate? Because not everybody's gonna go on the elevator up. You all just need to prepare yourself. You've known it, but I'm gonna tell you again, and not everybody's going. They ain't going. Sorry, but it ain't happening. But are you gonna hit the elevator up? Are you then gonna say, okay, let me open up the door. I'm gonna come back here, grab some more. Bloop, here we go up. Let me go back down, grab some more. Bloop, here we go up. Knowing that you reside in a penthouse, you don't reside on the first floor. That's not where you live. You live in a penthouse. But when they ring your doorbell, when you see them in your little ring thing and you say, oh, okay, you're ready. Are you going to go down and get them and help them heal and bring them up? Their choice to get on the elevator. You going to work the light, or you just going to hold on to it? Because I tell you what, you just hold on to it, you know what happens? The light dims out. Just like a muscle. If you don't work it, it stops working. We need more people to work the light in all different ways and with all different ways of presenting it. I may not present it the way that you're, as a matter of fact, I know I won't present it the same way you will. Some of y'all can't quite get with the fact that there's sometimes I got to present it to people that look a little bit more like me. But I have to. It's my calling too. I got to help get people out of a web of lies so that we can all become unified, truly unified, not assimilated, unified. There's a very big difference, very big difference. But this is challenging you to do that. This is trying, saying absolutely you can. And then the final one that I want to talk about here, because we see Uranus and the North Node are conjunct in the third house. So you ain't got no choice but to think big and think revolutionary and think how we're going to change it. And then we have Mars just inside the third house that is sextiling Saturn in Aquarius. Mars in Aries, Saturn in Aquarius. This is giving you even more energy to aggressively go after all that I've been talking about. These planetary energies are unlocking each key to the secrets to your power. They are unlocking your personal power. They're unlocking for you how you can begin to create your foundations. You can build upon it and create a tower of power, if you will. They're assisting you in the thought process behind it, third dimensionally, and they're assisting you in getting up, out during sleep time, trance time, whatever, and hearing from your higher self on how to institute this and integrate this newfound, this new coded, this new energy into your very being. We got to tap into it. The biggest secret here, though, is this. Stop focusing on whatever happened to you in the past. Just because there's shadow work that needs to be done doesn't mean you focus on the shadow. Just because there's craziness going on in the world doesn't mean we focus on it. We look and see what's happening, and then we come up here. I look and see what's going on, and then I say, okay, boom, 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 boom. This is how I counteract this. Energetically. Because in my own physicality, what am I doing? But energetically, I've unlocked the secrets to my personal power, and then I can help unlock the secrets quantumly to the general power. Now, let me look and see where we at. The dumbest things. Yeah, I'm tired. I can't listen. I can't listen no more. I can't listen no more. I can't listen no more. I don't want to hear it. I really can't. Worker of truth, absolutely. What I'm putting down in the scroll down below is Lightworker Liftoff that actually starts tomorrow on the new moon. You know, it's amazing. I don't look at these things. I should, but I don't. And every time Spirit has me do these at the right time. So that's happening on the next new moon, which starts tomorrow night. Starts at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. 28th and 29th is a free workshop. The 30th is VIP for social media purposes, where we're going to help you with that. We get you results, being able to set the foundation to launch your business, and then we give you the opportunity to be able to really get into it with us. So I want y'all to be there with us, if you can. I done talked to y'all for an hour. And if you've already done it, tell your friends. If you haven't done it, you need to. And again, we do have ways afterwards you can work with us. We need more light workers. I can't stress that enough. We need more light workers, and we need more light workers that are going to work. The whole reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is to empower people on various levels so they can get out here and do the work. Help give you tools, right? The results are you get more tools, and you can go and get these tools at a moment's notice, and then also create the foundation so that you can reach your people. And that's exactly what we do. If you put in the work, we put it in with you. I can't create it for you, but beloved, I sure as hell can help you. And we're going to come up with more ways to be able to do that. Healing the grid and doing all those things, that's a part of what we do. But that's a section of what we do that is just as part of the consciousness and part of the calling. There's individuals that need our assistance. So those individuals need our assistance. And then we're also putting together some other groups to, help heal the grid and things like that. But there's plenty of people that do that. I'm at a point right now where what I'm helping people do is helping you thrive. I'm helping you thrive. I'm teaching you, guiding you, and empowering you to thrive in the midst of an economy, a world economy that is struggling and problematic. And by that, I mean, is helping you get into this space of creation and quantum creation. We work on that first day. Space of creation and quantum creation. And then putting these things in place so that you have a repository, a storehouse for money as an energetic object to come in. And at the same time, helping to transform the world. Right? It does, doesn't it? But I can only do so much. I give you the opportunity and give you further opportunity to work further with us. That's all I can do. It's up to you to take advantage of it. And those that take advantage are making great strides. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Beloved, it's not what would be nice, it is nice. It is what it is. It is what we make of it. And sometimes it's hard for me to say that sometimes, but it is what we make of it. Nothing more, nothing less. I had someone that attended one of these, and unfortunately, she didn't get the results that she was looking for, but she didn't get the result she was looking for because she didn't take full advantage of it. And because she didn't switch her thinking. I can't switch your thinking. I can present you ways to do so. I can present you the way to switch your energy. I can't force you to do it. So when I look at things like Roe v. Wade, and I look at things like the opioid crisis, and I look at these other things, I can help you switch your perspective so that we can take the good out of it and use that to help elevate the rest. For instance, in the case of Roe v. Wade, my goal is to help people create community again. And for us as a humanity to teach respect of self and of family, and for us to come together and help one another and regain and reclaim our autonomy and our agency. That feels harsh right now. And there's some things we're going to need to do to help people like right now. Feels harsh, but we can rise from it. I can't stay in the energy of being angry, but I can elevate and say, okay, I get it. Now what do we do? Solutions, right? Not sirens. Solutions, not sirens. I know what they're coming after next. I know they're coming after contraception. I know they're coming after what we do in our bedroom. I know. But since you've already played your hand and signaled to me what you're going after, I would be crazy not to energetically combat that. And then in the earth realm, teach, train to do more. Okay? Make your pain your superpower. Absolutely. It creates survivors and thrivers. So we got to take that. We got to take your pain and let it be your superpower. So I want you all to go to lightworkerliftoff.com if you've not already attended this before. If you have before, you're more than welcome to join us. That's totally fine. So tomorrow, what we're going to do is I've got a teach class in the morning. I'm going to get on at some point and just pull a couple, 3 cards for some people. I got a lot of work to do, hopefully. But then after Lightworker Liftoff is done, because that's from 6:30 to 8:30 Central. Let me look and see what time this is. 21:52, so almost 10 o'clock at night. Perfect. Then I can come on YouTube and we can pull some cards and do some things tomorrow night after Lightworker Liftoff actually is over with as well. So join us there, and then come with us to join us on YouTube and Facebook, and we will bring in the new moon together. Hopefully I will get an opportunity. It's 10:30 here. I'm going to try to get an opportunity as well to get a grid made and get it up first thing in the morning. Okay, I hope this has been helpful for y'all. I know I droned on a little bit there. I know this has been interesting. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that you all hear me. Share this, please, with folks. I really do appreciate all of your support. It's very, very important to me. All of you are very, very important to me. We're going to get through this, and we're going to be okay. All right? We're going to be okay. There's links down in the description box as well from Lightworker Liftoff. Just go there and sign it on up. I'm going to try to get that newsletter out tomorrow morning as well. All right, gang. I love y'all. I love y'all. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you. Sleep well tonight. Travel. I'll see you all in the astral. I'll see you in the ethers tonight. Okay. Okay, I can't wait to hang out with y'all. Thank you very much. And this will be the Oracle signing off. All right. You guys rest well. We'll see you guys tomorrow.